Oh, hello. If you couldn't already tell, today's video is actually going to be a hair dyeing video, but it's in no means going to be a tutorial or anything like that. I'm definitely not a hair care professional, so I wouldn't take anything I said seriously. Take everything with a grain of salt. I actually dyed my hair 2 months ago, a dark navy blue. It's since faded out to this weird streaky brown mossy green color, but in darker lighting it actually does still look a little bit blue, just like a really faded out blue, but in sunlight it's actually really green. I actually started dyeing my hair in high school and continued way into college for a few years, and I redid my hair about like every couple of weeks. So by the end of college my hair was actually really dead, but when I moved back to the Bay Area I actually stopped dyeing my hair, which was in 2017. So before the last time I actually hadn't dyed my hair in about three years or so. I thought I would just take this time to kind of dye my hair, give you guys some little background information about me. Nobody asked for this video, nobody asked for this channel, but here we are. Cool, so I've teleported into the bathroom. Don't mind my dirty mirror. This is the hair dye that I'm going to be using. There's about half a tube left in here. I really love this color. I know the connotations and the implications and the reputation that box dye has, but I've been a box dye boy since I've started dyeing my hair, which, like I said, was in high school. And I've never had any problems. I've tried the Sally Beauty Supply, more professional hair dyeing products, and I get the same results as the box dye. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, you know? So, I mean, I don't spend hundreds of dollars on my hair. I buy box dyes for about $7. 2 boxes of bleach for maybe $10 each. So my hair typically costs under $30. And since I've already bleached it and it's already dyed, I'm hoping that I won't have to bleach it again. I guess we'll find out. Haven't done this in a while, so I don't really remember how it actually works. Before we dive into the facts, I did want to address why I'm doing a voiceover. Because I didn't want to pass out in my bathroom in the middle of filming and dyeing my hair, creating a mess and a whole ordeal and all of that, all of those shenanigans, I turned on the fan, which ultimately drowned out my voice and caused this dreadful whirring sound as vents do. So instead of putting you guys through that torture, I figured I could just cut out all of the sound and read off as many facts as I can within this space and time. I didn't realize how many of my tattoos were going to be showing during this whole video. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess don't tell my parents. Alright, so let's get started, shall we? I guess facts numbers 1, 2, and 3 are that I dye my hair a lot, I dyed my hair in high school, and I have a bunch of tattoos that no one really knows about. Great start, if I must say so myself. Well, since I didn't really think this through with the whole tank top situation, I might as well expose myself further and say I do have a handful of piercings. My newest one is the conch, but we'll get into those at a later time. I was born and raised in the Bay Area, but spent 40 years in college in San Diego, and an additional year down there just to hang out. We'll get into that a little bit later, but I wanted to become a doctor, and about a year and a half into it, ended up switching my major to interdisciplinary computing and arts, which is like graphic arts and media. So I didn't think too much of San Diego when I was in college, but afterwards I fell deeply in love with the city, and so I ended up staying an extra year just working at my minimum wage ass job, barely making rent so that I could continue hanging out in the city. I try to live as open-mindedly as possible when it comes to trying new things. I believe that you shouldn't knock anything until you've tried it at least twice, just because the first time might be a knee-jerk reaction to either hating it or liking it. So you definitely need to try things twice before you can actually make up your mind. I perpetually run late. One time in college, I was in a group project and I told people that I was working with that I couldn't find parking on campus, even though I was still brushing my teeth, and I damn well knew it too. I don't know if this is a quality to be proud of, but I can fall asleep pretty much anywhere. Give me a place to rest my head, give me like 3 to 5 minutes of silence, and I'm literally dead ass asleep before you even realize it, honestly. I usually come off as either cold or timid when I first meet people, but once I get comfortable with you, honestly, the filth will come out to play like it's Chuck E. Cheese. You know? I don't know what that means either, but I'm just gonna go with it. My poison of choice for a good ass night out is like a handful or two of tequila shots and Jaeger bombs. But when I'm trying to be casual at dinner or anything like that, my go-to is a Moscow Mule or a Mexican Mule, which is basically a Moscow Mule with tequila substituted for the vodka. I know sugar is a big deal for some people, like they love cakes and cupcakes and cookies and sugar, just anything sweet like that. But honestly, I enjoy savory foods more than anything. Like, I would be more than happy to have another appetizer as my dessert over like a slice of cake. I have this irrational fear of tripping on the stairs and curb stomping myself. Um, I don't know why. It's never happened to me. It's never even almost occurred or anything like that. But honestly, knock on wood. And in that same vein, I've never broken a bone in my body. However, last year at Coachella, I did pop my knee out of its socket and then I popped it back in and it sprained or whatever. And my knee's just never been the same. Alright, I turned off the fan for just a little bit just to show you what it looks like. And now that it's done, I mean, you saw. I tried to clean up my hairline a little bit so that I wouldn't get too much blue on my face and my ears. There's probably so much blue on my neck right now that I haven't seen yet, but usually that comes out with shampoo. So I guess I'm gonna give it about like 20-25 minutes and then wash it out. See how this goes. I love a good scary movie, but unfortunately, most of the horror films about like possessions and hauntings don't really scare me anymore. Um, I don't know what that says about me, but they just kind of make me laugh. The types of films that do scare me, though, are the more realistic ones, like at rest stops and gas stations, like that kind of movie terrifies me just because I think it could potentially happen. Hello. I actually don't know why I thought this was going to be good to film, as if this is an OnlyFans channel or something. I will see you after I shower. Good morning. It's currently the next day. As you can see, I wanted to film this last night, but because my hair had the slightest bit of moisture in it, the color wasn't showing up very well, and by the time it did dry, I decided to just go to sleep because I got lazy. So here's my hair in all of its freshly washed, straight, flat glory. This is what it looks like indoors in your most typical lighting. Boom. Direct white light. And just like that, we're outside. I don't know if the color is going to show up very well right now just because it is not too bright out. But usually when the sun is hitting it, it does shine very, very bright cobalt. I'll definitely insert a picture so you guys can see. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today, getting to know me and watching me destroy my hair, basically. If you guys don't come back, I understand. If you do come back for my next adventure, good luck to you.